Okay, what's up people? It's Otis from Myself and Fitness. I'm back with a new video. This one is going to be a very quick video and it's going to be a post-workout stretch. So this is the stretch you do after you've done your workout to ease out your body, try to limit the tightness in your body that has built up through your workout. So it's not going to be an extensive one, just like with my pre-workout stretch. I'm just going to go through the stretches quite quickly to give you not an extensive stretch, but more than enough to stretch out the whole of your body after your workout. So let's start. So we're going to go, all of these stretches are going to be, pretty much all of them are going to be static. So as in you hold the position. So we'll start off, stretch out the back of the legs, the hamstrings. So you're going to come down, one hand on each leg, knees are going to be locked. You can go both hands to one side like that. If you can take your hands to the outside of the leg or the foot or the shoe, you're going to get a stretch along your lats as you do that as well. You can reach through, behind, get a stretch in your groin as well. So that's the hamstrings. We can do a few other things for the hamstrings. So you can go feet together, classic stretch. Everyone pretty much knows this one. Feet down, flat on the floor, knees locked. Head in. The more you bring your head in, the more you get a stretch into your back. If you want to work on one leg more, you cross your foot over just like this, get the balance, and you're going to come down, and this leg, the back leg, is going to get more of a stretch. Obviously you change it for the other side, you get the same thing. Okay, another thing we can do for the hamstrings, you can come down to the floor now. Let's bring the mat. Alright, so what you can do is take one leg out now, yeah? So let's rest on the heel here. This is going to engage the calf muscle as well. And then as you take it back, you get a stretch all along here. And as you take this knee back, you get a stretch into the hip flexor. So you can hold it like that, and then you just swap it over. Same thing, just like that. So eventually, you keep doing this, eventually you'll get into a position where you can do the full splits, front splits, just like that, yeah? Okay. You can also, talking of the hip flexor, so you can rest your knee just like this, and you can just lean forward and get a stretch into your hip flexor. You're going to feel it right there. So you can stretch forward like that, get the hip flexor, stretch forward, lean up and arch back like that. So that's going to engage the hip flexor. Change it over. So same thing. Lean forward, get the hip flexor, and then you stretch out and up and arc it back without coming right back. So you've got the stretch for the hip flexor, forward, arch back, get a good stretch right there in the hip flexor. Okay, from the floor, get more hamstring. So feet together, same thing as we did standing. Reach out in front, reach out to the side. Once again, take the hands over to the outside if you can, get the stretch in the obliques and the lats. Same on that side. We can also feet together, mimicking the standing position, and once again knees locked, reaching out in front, head down, get that stretch for the hamstrings. We can then go on our backs, bring the feet over, stretch out the lower back, also the hamstrings get a stretch. If you have problems with your back, you might just want to hold here, keep your back flat on the floor pretty much, and just bring the legs back. You're still going to get the stretch right there in your back as well. Alright, if you want to open up your hips, your glutes, what you want to do is this one. Let's come a little bit closer. So what you're going to do is me bring it down just a little bit more. So yeah, in this position now, you're going to rest one foot on a knee. You're going to bring that up to 90 degrees. You're going to take one hand through the middle, through the gap, one hand through the other, and you're going to pull back. That's going to stretch out this region here, the hip, the glutes. Now, as you're pulling through, I've got my elbow here. I'm going to push that into the knee joint just to get a deeper stretch. So you can just hold and pull here. And then you can do the same thing on the other side. So rest the other foot on, bring it up to 90, one hand through the middle, one hand through the outside, elbow in, and just push and hold. You get a good stretch out into that glute area, into the hips. Another one for the hamstrings and the hip flexors. Good sprinting stretch. So get into the box splits if you can. Gonna lean forwards, hold it there, and then you're gonna lean back. And some people can get all the way back on the floor. Excellent for your hip flexors. We switch it over, same thing. Forwards, and then back over for the hip flexors. Okay, you're going to open out your groins. You can bring your feet in together, just like this, and push down. And if you've got someone with you, you can just hold in and they can push down and apply. You just tell them when. But push down with your elbows, open up the groin. So when I do a lot of mountain climber stuff, my hip flexors can get a bit tight on my groins. This is a good one to just work on, open it up, yeah? Okay, let's get on the forgotten muscle, which is the tibialis here. So opening up the ankle joint. So you're gonna sit down in this position, feet open, instep touching the floor, and you can just lean back here. So that's going to be good for your whole front chain, the quads, get the hip flexors, even the chest, as the shoulders fall back, the chest open. So once again, this is one where people can get all the way back onto the floor. I can't, but that's a good one to open up the quads. Then, if you've opened up the quads from there, you can do the traditional quad stretch, which is taking the foot in the hand, standing up tall, and stretching through just like that. And then same thing on the other side. Get the balance. And then you can also just take it out a bit further. So if that's too easy, or you want to get more of a stretch, you can pull back a bit more, get a stretch like that. Same way on this side, pull back a bit more, get a deeper stretch into the quads. Alright, get the obliques. So, hands by the sides, you can reach down, get a stretch. So once again, if you're doing side planks, whatever work is getting to the obliques, this is a good one to hold, stretch it out. You can then have your hands tall, nice, standing up nice and tall, hands up, and get it out, add a bit more leverage to the stretch, that way. Okay, we can open up the chest by getting a joint hamstring and chest opening, the shoulder, front of the shoulder opening stretch. So we're gonna come down and bring the hands up, hold it like that. Okay. You can also open up chest like this, hands out in front, and drop it down like this. You're gonna get a good stretch all along here, the lats, etc. Alright, so I'm just whittling through them, loads of them for you to use. Alright, we're going to finish off with the triceps. So we link the hands together, going to pull down, just like that. get the tricep stretch, and then from there, one I actually always like to finish off with, I did this on the other video, just take your time, come down, get the back chain stretched, front chain stretched, tall, hips out, lean back, and you just do this a few times. So down to the bottom, no rush, reach up to the top, lean back. Okay, so that I feel is more than enough for you guys to work through after you've done your workout to get a good stretch out for your body. Like I said, it's not an extensive collection, but it's more than enough to help you after you've done your workout. If you're unsure about the stretches, you can just use this as a guide. Take your time, pause it, learn the stretches. After a while, it's become like second nature. You won't even need the video anymore. So I hope that's been helpful, and use it if you need it. And obviously I'll be back with more videos. Till then, peace and love.